Okay, we're going to look at graphing by intercepts, and we're actually going to look at finding the x-intercepts. So to find the x-intercepts, we're going to make y equal to 0, which means that I can set each bracket equal to 0. I'm going to solve each bracket, and these are my x-intercepts. So what I want to do is I want to say, well, instead of y equals, I want to find the x-intercept. So to find an x-intercept means that y has to be 0. So I'm going to change y to 0. And then I'm going to write the equation again. Well, if y is 0, it means either this has to be 0 or this has to be 0, because when we multiply a number by 0, I always get 0. So to get 0, I have to figure out what that number is. So what I want to do is I want to say, well, x minus 3 could be equal to 0. So I'm going to add 3 to both sides. So x could be 3. But this bracket could be the one that's 0. So I'm going to add 2 to both sides in this case. So x is equal to 2. So my x-intercepts occur at 3 and at 2. So on my graph, I'm going to put 1 at 2 and 1 at 3. And then I'm going to join those 3 points together. So there's my vertex and my 2 x-intercepts. We'll talk about the y-intercept later. Okay, so if I look at this one, to find this x-intercept, I'm going to put y as 0. And then I'm going to write my equation again. So to find out what makes this true, either this bracket has to be equal to 0 or this bracket does. So I'm going to say, well, maybe it's x minus 2 is equal to 0. So what I do then is I add 2 to both sides. So in this case, x is equal to 2. Or it could be that x plus 8 is equal to 0. So I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides, and x is equal to negative 8. So my x-intercepts are either at 2 or at negative 8. So I'm going to put an x-intercept at 2. And I'm going to put 1 at negative 8. And then I'm going to join those 3 points together. And there's my parabola. Probably make that look a little better. Then it needs to look like a U and not a V. And then we're good.